Hello everyone and welcome to my reaction to Kegan Omega Chapter 170. Before we get into this week's reaction, as always, if you haven't already, you should definitely be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future Kegan Omega uploads. I like to try and hit at least 50 likes on this week's reaction. Now then, without any further ado, let's get right into this week's chapter. And right off the bat, we've got an Annihilation Tournament quarter-finalist. Will he become the champion this time? But he's got a tough foe standing in his way, and he's ready to pulverize the young king's ambitions with his headbutt. Standing 171 centimeters tall, weighing in at 69 kilograms, the king of the stranglers, Cosmo. Standing at 184 centimeters tall, weighing in at 88 kilograms, the howling fighting spirit, Yorizuka Saw-Pang. So this week's chapter is titled Cosmo vs. Saw-Pang. I don't think that means the whole fight's going to be this chapter. I mean, we've only got 17 pages. This better be more than one chapter. I find it very unlikely that it would only be one. But, given precedent, I think it could be a possibility. But, do I put too much faith in Sandro when I say that I think he would not have us borderline skip a fight between such important returning characters? Both fighters have entered the ring for this dream match between legends. They're shaking hands and they seem to be exchanging some words. Of course, Saw is the only one that's intelligible from this distance and he's just yelling. The two of them are usually friends, but here and now, they're enemies. Tadahara Sayaka will be your announcer today, and Jerry will be your commentator. Of course they will be. And we've got a very special guest in the announcer's booth today. Who is this? They're a big guy. Yeah! It's Hell's Angel Sekibayashi-jun, a fighter affiliated with Gundai. Oh, hell yeah! I love when Seki is a commentator. Thank you for joining us, Sekibayashi. My pleasure. He's awfully polite. Now, we ain't seen this matchup before. You got any predictions for how it'll turn out? Good question. Based on the size difference, Imai's gonna want to avoid striking. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. In all likelihood, he's gonna try and win by grappling. I see, so Imai has the upper hand in grappling. Saw-Pang has the size advantage. So who knows how it'll turn out? I think Saw has a little more than just a size advantage. Hey Cos, you're not fighting for the company today, so don't mind me, alright? I know. Try not to play the striking game with him. Keep it to your pace, okay? Of course, Kurishi. I've got this, master. That's a good bottom panel, I like that. And of course, Gao Lang has to be here as well. I was thinking, this is how we're going to have various higher tier characters here. They're in the audience. I mean, we basically have John Top of the Verse sitting next to Yamashita. So makes sense. That seems to be what we were going for anyway. Watch out for his grappling. You've got to fight on your own turf. And Karo's here. Karo, Gao Lang, thank you for coming all this way to cheer him on. No need to thank us, sir. You've sure made yourself some good friends, Saw-Pang. And we've got Sanamitsu here, of course. Gao Lang, Yoshidari, thanks a bunch. I'm gonna win! I wish I had the octaves to reach Saw's level of volume. Though if I did attempt to yell as loud as Saw does, I would probably get some kind of noise complaint. And Apollo will be refereeing the first match. Oh cool, we haven't seen her in a while. Are you ready? She was a judge in the King and Annihilation Tournament. Take your stance. Fight! And the Berserker Bowl has begun at last. The first match is the King of the Stranglers, Cosmo, versus the Howling Fighting Spirit, Yorizuka Saw-Pang. Who's gonna make the first move? Looks like they're sizing each other up. Now they're slowly but surely closing the distance. Oh, looks like Imai goes in for a tackle. Or, you know, he's going in for some kind of grapple. But Saw's going in for, looks like a left hook. Ooh, and they both back away. And it's a tackle, but looks like he dodged that. Saw-Pang quickly pulled back his leg, and Imai's backing off. That was a pretty direct way to open the match, huh? Imai must have been pretty confident that he could pull it off. Let's give Saw-Pang a hand for dodging that. Yeah, I was thinking about the matchup. this definitely seems like the kind of fight where both combatants kind of have one-shot potential. Saw in a more literal sense. I mean, if you get hit with the Hammer of Burma, you might die, actually. Whereas with Cosmo, if he gets you into a chokehold, that's probably it. Like, it's probably over if he succeeds in getting you into some kind of chokehold. So it makes sense that they're both being incredibly cautious. Looks like they're going to be fighting at a pretty close range. What's going to be Imai's next move now that his tackle failed? Ooh, Saw goes in for a punch. You're going to get zone? Huh? Was that another frontal tackle? And he got a tight hold on his leg this time. Looks like that took Saw Pang by surprise. He wasn't expecting another tackle without a feint. That first tackle must have been a bluff. Interesting. Ooh, he's elbowing Imai in the back, and he's bringing down his elbow. But he can't put in all his power with just one free leg. Yeah, that's true, but that's still gonna hurt a bit. Wait, is he trying to push him out of bounds? Is this match about to finish already? It's gonna be... Okay, so now, after more experience with Purgatory rules, we're gonna see more Kegan fighters going for ring outs and stuff, so that should be interesting. Is he trying to push him out of bounds? Is this match about to finish already? Ooh. But then Saw gets his leg free. He's grabbed onto Imai. He broke out of the tackle, and now he's holding him down. What the fuck? Is Saw Pang gonna ground grapple? Probably not. Because, well, he's not the superior fighter at that here. Ooh. He's trying to knee Cosmo. Knee. He's bombarding him with knees. But looks like Cosmo's got his guard up. Guard or no guard, that's still gonna do damage. Imai's gonna want to get out of there as soon as he can. Yeah! Ooh. Saw Pang broke out. But why? That was his perfect chance. What did he... Okay. Imai's got a hand up there. What did Seki notice? Looks like Imai made his move. What did he try to do? He tried to grab Saw, like, up, sort of around his side underneath his arm. Not quite at the armpit. Imai was trying to dislocate Saw Pang's shoulder blade. Ooh! That's nasty. Either that or he's trying to damage his rotator cuff. That'd do serious damage either way. That's a tactic that wouldn't fly in any public martial arts. That's actually... I had never thought of such a thing as that. That's a really good strategy against someone like Saw where you can't break his bones, but you sure as shit could dislocate them. Or really fuck up his tendons or something. Oh, Cosmo's getting up. He's looking ominous. I'm not apologizing. This isn't a public match, so that wasn't against the rules, right? Cosmo, I'm on fire now. This is incredible. Oh, we've got Yanishida here up in the stands. What's Shen gonna think of this? Cosmo's always fought way too clean, but now he's fighting like an underground fighter. He's still evolving. I mean, he was fighting a little bit dirty during his fight with Okoya, but that was different. And that was also the first time that he'd been really forced to evolve. Oh, by the way, thanks for keeping me company. I know we just met and all, but... Huh? Why does he seem so familiar? Is he a celebrity? Shen is the guy Oma and Ryuki are cloned from. Come on. Don't mention it. There's no fun in drinking alone. I'm sure there's some degree of fun that comes from it. What does he see in this fight? We're back to a standing match. These super warriors are facing off again. And that is all for this week's chapter. That was pretty good. Yeah, it was a pretty good start. I like it. Oh my god, we're getting more than one chapter for a fight that doesn't involve Koga or Ryuki. I can't believe it. Though both of them did have one chapter fights thus far. And then the other ones got off screen. You know what I mean. The preliminaries were just preliminaries. But they did make me, and quite a few other people, a little bit concerned about how we would be dedicating focus to the fighters during this tournament. I think probably because this is a smaller bracket, you know, we're basically already at the quarterfinals, if we were to compare this to the Annihilation tournament. So that means this would last, when did the quarterfinals start? It would mean that this would probably be, this whole Berserker Bowl would probably be around like 40 chapters or so. 40 to 50 chapters, I think. Yeah, about maybe a little bit longer. I think that's about how long the quarterfinals were. Or, quarterfinals on to the end of the Annihilation tournament. So we'll be able to get like some decent length fights. I think it's just because it's been a little while since we've had a decent length normal fight. Really, I think it's just because it's been so long since we've been in the Purgatory tournament now. It's been, what, 8 months? I think it's been about 8 months, maybe a little less, give or take. When did it end? I think, didn't the tournament end around, I want to say, like, early December, I think? So we haven't had a long match in a while. I don't count the Eddie fight as a match. That was off the stage, behind the scenes. There were no rules involved in that. And then a lot of this stuff since then has been done kind of really fast. Even the Gia thing was only, what, like 2 chapters? I think? Like 2 whole chapters? So, yeah. Looks like this fight will probably last a few chapters. I'm thinking like 4 or 5? About? I don't know how crazy Sandra's gonna get with this one. Though, as admitted, in the actual chapters, like last week's chapter, we're getting the best fight right out the gate, pretty much. The 2 strongest fighters in the tournament are going in the first match. So, I imagine we're going to make this a pretty good one. But with that, that's all I've got to say for this week's reaction. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. I do Kegan Omega chapter reactions and reviews every week that we get a new chapter. If you enjoy discussing Kegan Omega with other people, or you just enjoy the content I produce on this channel, I highly suggest you check out my Discord server. I have a link to that down in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Take care.